The morning sun rose sluggishly over the smoky skyline of Lagos, casting a golden haze over the rusted rooftops of Ajegunle. The streets pulsed with life, hawkers chanting prices, bus conductors shouting destinations, and the impatient blaring of horns. Precious navigated the chaos with practiced ease, weaving through Okadas and Danfos on her way to Queen Esther Senior Secondary School. Her face was set in determination, her second-hand backpack bouncing with each hurried step. She had one goal: escape poverty through grades and grit. Love? That was a luxury for girls who didn't have to sell groundnuts on weekends. Her classmates often teased her for being too serious, but Precious didn't care. She was the top student in SS2 and proud of it. She dreamed of university, of becoming a lawyer, and maybe one day living in Lekki. But fate, as unpredictable as a Lagos rainstorm, had other plans. That day, when the new boy Eniola was introduced to the class, soft-spoken, awkward, and clutching a worn tablet, Precious barely glanced at him. She had no idea he would soon challenge everything she thought she knew about love, dreams, and survival. Eniola adjusted his school uniform nervously as he stood in front of the class. His white shirt was too big, and his tie hung awkwardly, like it was borrowed, which it was. The teacher, Mr. Adeyemi, cleared his throat. "Class, meet Eniola Adebayo. He just transferred from Ibadan. Please make him feel welcome." A few students mumbled greetings, while others gave him curious glances. Precious didn't look up from her economics textbook. New students came and went, and she had no time to care about another boy with uncertain ambitions. But Eniola noticed her. He spotted her confidently scribbling notes, her forehead creased in deep focus. She didn't laugh at the class jokes or try to impress anyone. That intrigued him. After class, he took a seat at the back, away from the loud boys and their boisterous energy. What the others didn't know was that behind his shy demeanor was a quiet genius who ran an online thrift store using just his old tablet and a cracked phone. He wasn't here to make friends. Like Precious, he had come to Lagos with purpose, though he didn't yet know that fate had tied their paths together. Precious couldn't ignore him forever. During a class project pairing, Mr. Adeyemi shuffled the names and assigned her to work with Eniola. She sighed in frustration, but didn't complain. She was determined not to let a slow partner pull her grade down. After class, she approached him briskly. "We're presenting on small-scale enterprises next week. Hope you're not the dull type." Eniola blinked, caught off guard by her bluntness, then gave a small smile. "I actually run one." She raised an eyebrow. "You? Seriously?" He nodded, pulling out his tablet and opening a slideshow filled with pictures of thrift clothes, catchy captions, and customer reviews. Precious was surprised but didn't let it show. "Impressive," she muttered, then added quickly, "Let's meet after school tomorrow to plan." As she walked away, she found herself smiling for reasons she couldn't explain. Eniola, watching her go, realized she wasn't just smart, she was fire. And maybe, just maybe, he wasn't as invisible as he thought. After school, they met under the almond tree near the school's back gate, a quiet spot where students went to eat snacks or gossip away from the teacher's eyes. Precious arrived 5 minutes early, a notebook in hand and ideas already outlined. Eniola came shortly after, breathless from dodging the overzealous football boys who had tried to drag him into a game. He greeted her shyly and sat cross-legged on the dusty bench, tablet balanced on his knees. As they worked, Precious was surprised by how sharp and business-minded Eniola was. He explained profit margins, digital marketing, and customer retention in ways that even their economics teacher couldn't. For once, she wasn't the only one carrying the group. She listened more than she talked, intrigued by his quiet confidence. Eniola, on the other hand, was mesmerized by how fast her brain worked. how she took his ideas, sharpened them, and gave them structure. Their session ended with laughter over puff puff and chilled sachet water, the Lagos sun softening as if pausing to bless their unexpected connection. When Precious got home that evening, the smile on her face quickly faded. Her younger brother, Chuka, sat on the floor beside their mother, who looked exhausted and frustrated. The small one-room apartment smelled of smoke and beans. "NEPA took light again," her mother muttered, fanning herself with an old newspaper. "And the landlord came shouting about rent." Precious sighed, dropping her bag. She wished she could hand her mother a fat envelope and say, "Don't worry, I've got us." But she couldn't. Not yet. Meanwhile, Eniola was in a different kind of trouble. His aunt, who had taken him in after his parents passed, complained bitterly about the amount of data he used. "Is it browsing that will feed you?" she barked. "Go and learn mechanic work." Eniola didn't argue. He just nodded, slipped into his corner, and continued packing thrift orders for delivery.